Hello, everybody. Today is Talk to Me Tuesday. Laura, I was going to say Takeover Tuesday. Today is Talk to Me Tuesday, and I'm so excited. You know, this is my favorite day of the week. Is where I get to come to you, all my audience, and talk to you about some helpful networking tips to help grow your business. My name is Tandra Price, and I have an amazing guest with me today who's going to be sharing the platform. Listen, I hope you get your pens and paper ready because we're going to be having some good juice today, some good topics that we're going to be talking about. But for those of you who are new to me, my name is Tandra Price. I am known as the Networking Ninja, and I help entrepreneurs implement networking strategies to help grow their network, build online communities, and cultivate relationships to make their business profitable by using virtual platforms. And I'm so super excited. So I'm going to want my guest to introduce herself. And while she's introducing herself, I'm actually going to start getting all my devices ready to make sure that we can tune into everybody who's talking. And I have a special treat for you today of something I'm really excited about. So Jackie, I think you're on mute, but go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the audience a little bit about you.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Waddy Jones. That's Waddy. And I am a speaker, an author, and a creative professional, actually a creativepreneur. I am the host of Chick Chat Communications, which airs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Central. And also, I am the creator of Blogging Basics for Beginners who are clueless about blogging. Now, I also said that I'm an author. I'm an author of the book, The ABCs of Blogging, which you can find on Amazon for $2.99. Now, that's to help you learn how to blog.
Awesome. Listen, like I said, I'm getting my my devices ready.
So that's what I do. I help women just like you, enterprising women, to educate and encourage and empower you to cultivate, monetize, optimize, and manifest, optimize, and monetize your expertise. So that's what I do.
Awesome. I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ladies. She's already given you some good information. I got all my documents ready. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Miss Deborah Washington, have Miss Sharon Brooks. So thank you so much for tuning in to us. Okay, so I always like to start off with, my word for this new year is I'm ready. So I hope you're ready. So get your pencil and paper and listen. Let's get ready to take some juicy topics. So I am creating, so what I want to talk about today is I am creating, hey Angela, I am creating, in the process of creating my new ebook. So I had some coaching clients this week and I wanted to share some of the topics that we talked about. So I'm not going to reveal the name of my book because I'm super excited, but it will be coming out here in the next couple of months. So let's get into what we're going to call some of the C's, like I see you, see networking, of networking. So it's going to be the C's. So everybody write that down, the C's of networking. Okay. And I'm so happy Jackie's with me and she's going to come in on some of these. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Before we get started, Jackie, you know what? I do a lot of clowning on here. So everybody just stay with me.
That means we're both funny women. Funny is good.
You know what? And the reason why I do that, because networking should be fun. Networking shouldn't be all about seriousness. I mean, that's how we let ourselves down in our guard. Okay. So before I start this topic, I mean, I was like so excited because I had so many different topics I wanted to talk about. And I know I can't push it all into one, but I'm gonna give a little bit of both, a little bit of all the topics that I talked about. So just stay with me. Just roll with me, Jackie, because I know you do.
Okay. I'm already thinking of a C. If you ask, it's a C already in my head.
Okay, well let's start with some of the C's that I got. So when we think about networking, we think about commitment. Okay,
right.
That is a huge C. So let me kind of tell you what I think about when I'm thinking about commitment. I'm thinking about pay attention, get excited, and never quit. So ladies, write that down. Pay attention, get excited,
and never quit. Okay.
And that's, you know what? And I learned that from, I was a part of a huge multi-level marketing company. And, that was one of the things that they really inspired. And it kind of just, stayed in me, it stayed embedded in
Mm-hmm.
me as I did my network marketing. But if you really look at it, commitment is really that. I mean, we have to
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to what we're doing. But most
Mm-hmm.
importantly, we got to be excited. I
Yes.
mean, every morning I wake up and I'm excited about what the day is going to bring. How can I bless?
Yes.
How can I be able to produce more for somebody today? Listen,
Yes.
and my thought about commitment is never quit. No matter how
Okay.
hard, how tough, just give me your thoughts on what you think about that.
Okay. Let me jump in. When you're talking about C, I think about actually the C and C. The first C is how people see you, SEE. But in order for them to see you, you have to clarify who you are by building your brand identity, so you stand out against the other C, the people who are basically they are your competition, but they are also your collaborators. So when you look, how do you fit into that whale of that whole, when you go into a store, for instance, and it's cereal, you see a lot of cereal,
Mhm.
but how does that one particular cereal brand stand out so you know that's the one you came in there to buy? So the clarity that you provide is what helps people to see you better, because if they don't know who you are, what you do, or what you do for them, then they're not going to see you as the way you intended to be seen. So that's the first C. And the second C is all about your consistency, because a lot of people, they're inconsistent. So they may be there today, but they're not there tomorrow, and people are looking for you. So that's the thing about blogging. If people say it's a website, no, it's a platform where you consistently have to communicate with the audience, or they'll think you're gone, so they won't show up. That's the
Yes.
difference.
Yes. You know what? And
So,
here, let's stay on consistency. I got something for consistency. Let's stay on
mhm,
consistency. So we already know in networking that you forgotten if you don't have a plan after you networking of how you're going to connect.
mhm,
That's another
right.
C. How you're going to
Mhm,
connect with someone. I mean, you're normally forgotten within 24 to 48 hours. And that goes back
that's
to your
true.
blogging about being
Mhm,
consistent. We have to
mhm,
continue to show up. But listen, this is what I'm thinking consistency is building that know, like, and trust. Because
yes.
listen, audience, consistency and networking goes together. Okay.
Mhm,
Networking really feeds off of consistency, or consistency
mhm,
feeds off of networking. You
mhm,
have to show up. And that is
mhm,
that trust within your audience once you show up. I mean, you consistently showing up, just like Miss Jones said. She says, "Listen, you got to feed that information on a daily
mhm,
basis. People are looking for, just like when I do my Talk to Me Tuesday. People are looking for
mhm.
Talk to Me Tuesday. I got to show
Right.
up. I got to have some consistency. So not only am
Mhm,
I building a no, like, and trust factor, but you know what? I'm building my brand. I'm building me. I'm building awareness of what I'm
mhm,
bringing my voice to, how I'm producing my voice. And that is
mhm.
huge.
That's right.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And
That's
and
good
wait a minute,
stuff.
let me jump in with this. When you're building your brand identity, it does not have to be a copycat. That's another C of somebody else's, because your
Okay.
identity needs to be unique. Even if you are a speaker, Tandra and I are both speakers. We both have live streams. And my live stream is completely different than her live stream. So when I'm speaking, I'm not thinking, okay, how does Tandra look? I'm thinking about how am I presenting myself to my audience on Chick Chat Communications? Because I'm the chick that's there to chat about what's relevant to you. And so if I
Wow.
show up and all I'm doing is talking about Tandra, then you're gonna say, okay, let me go. And not to say that I don't discuss other people, because I do, because we're all in a win-win mindset. We are here to connect with one another, to connect with one another, so we can collaborate and empower each other. And that's the one thing we really need to think of as women. We're not always out there battling over the same slice of pie, but we are thinking in terms of how are we going to help educate and empower and encourage one another, so we stop complaining, because that's a big C. We
Oh,
complain
that's
about
a big
everything,
thing.
but we don't turn around and think we have the choice to do something different. So if you
Yeah.
decide to do something different, then the complaining stops and you're able to say, okay, now let me compliment her. Let we compliment one
Compliment is the
another.
C.
Then we focus on the connections and the collaborations, and also that consistency comes out of that commitment. That know, like, and trust is the last part. It comes out of when people care for you and they know you care for them, they'll show up. That other C is all about caring, really is sharing.
Oh my God. Listen, audience, I hope y'all I hope y'all got your pen and paper and get me C's because we doing the C.
Mm-hmm.
We is dropping
Yes,
some seeds. But I want to go
yes.
back. You said some good stuff about let's take a step back. So I'm thinking about communication. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so just like we talk about all the time, our message needs to be clear, concise, and what memorable. That's a way
Mm-hmm.
of actually being able to communicate. Another
Mm-hmm.
thing about communication, you know what, is being open-minded.
Yes.
I think a lot of times we shut down, the communication brings up opportunities. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times we shut our mind down because we're not open minded, because it's not really relevant to what we're talking about, how we're trying to network. But sometimes you miss that opportunity because you're not listening to the communication that's coming out. Do you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? A lot
That's
of times
true.
we miss so many opportunities of the lack of our communication. And
Mm-hmm.
then we sometimes miss opportunities because we're not clear in our message and we didn't
That's
make
right.
ourselves memorable to the other person. So that's
Mm-hmm.
huge. I mean, like, we had to put ourselves in a position to where, we are memorable. After we meet somebody and come through communication, that we're
Mm-hmm.
memorable, that they remember us.
Right.
We've left like a footprint down. And how do we do that? I mean, that's huge. That's another, but you did connection. I want to come back to connection. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
things about connection is, you know what, being yourself and being transparent.
Right.
I think we lose a lot of that too. I guess that's connection and communication. We lose a lot of that because when we go into any type of network, now remember, networking is just a conversation. So anytime
That's
you start
true.
a conversation, you are opening an opportunity for you to do who knows what. I mean, that could be your next $1 million person. But those two go together. We have to communicate correctly and we have to connect correctly. And when people see that you are being yourself, then the
Mm-hmm.
connection becomes more organic. It becomes more real. I mean, it's
Right.
like they're seeing what they're getting. The person
Mm-hmm.
says, "Well, you know what? You don't always have to be somebody different because that person that you are is a person who they're going to want to work with."
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be in consistency. There we go. We
That's
flirted back. And
right.
that's being consistent because you're going to show up no matter the same person each and every time.
Each and every time. So that's your authentic identity of your brand. They now can see who you are. They can tell how it's supposed to help them, and that you care enough to always be committed to show up, even when you're having one of those days. When we show up for our live streams and our platforms, it has nothing to do with us and everything to do with what we choose to do to help empower others, because
Yeah,
everybody has one of those days. When you show up for your job, you cannot tell them, okay, I'm having a bad day, so I'm not coming. No, you show up. So you
you show up.
especially if you hope to get paid, no appearance, no pay. So now you're doing the same thing. You're making the commitment to show up for yourself, regardless if you made a dime, because
If
you
you made
know
it
that by
down.
showing up, you are really planting the seeds that are being sown that is going to later grow your cash crop. So sometimes you have to put in all the work. You're not going to sit at the table and say, "Oh, I did one
Yeah.
little sum, so I posted one blog, and why people not showing up?" And then you didn't go back and you didn't put any additional content. So your content is how you show up. It
See,
doesn't matter if
content.
you're
Yes.
speaking, if you're writing, if you're video. That's all the way that people are going to see you and say, okay, now I know she cares enough about me to consistently show up, regardless if they know what's in your bank account or not, because that's not how it starts. You show up
It
as a
does.
brokepreneur and work toward the rest.
Well, the hustle is the hustle costs. But
Yes,
listen, that goes
it's
back
real.
to, again, commitment. Be
Mhm.
excited, pay attention, and never give up. People are looking for that commitment.
It's not going to
If
happen
they're going to waste
overnight.
their
And if
dollars with
anybody tells
you,
you,
you got to be committed.
right, anybody tells you that it's going to be something that is a get rich quick. It's going to happen overnight. There's no work involved. You need to look at them and say, you know, you're lying, and just back on up, back up like the beep, beep, beep truck. Because if there's nothing
Yes.
in, is nothing you're going to get out.
Ah, oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here, let's go with another C. Listen, we've been
Okay.
given some C's, but let's go with another C. That brings challenges. Okay, so I don't want to
Oh,
talk about challenges in a negative way, but I want to
ooh.
talk about challenges that you incorporate in your business because you
Mm-hmm.
hit on something so important. Challenges are important for us to do in our business because it shows people how it is to work with you. Okay, so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about challenges as a negative. No, other challenges we face because listen, there's a ton
Mm-hmm.
of challenges. That's a different C. But I want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about the challenges
Get to
that
say.
you can put out there, display so people can know what is it like to work with Kendra? What is it to work with? And you can do like a 5-day, 2-day, 3-day challenge, whatever that may be. But it's important that we do that because that again brings back, listen, we didn't talk about commitment. We didn't talk about consistency. We didn't talk about communications. We didn't talk about connection. That challenge brings all
Mm-hmm.
of those into a bowl. That's the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Commitment, connection. Because you stir it all up, you can
Mm-hmm. That
because
C factor, baby.
yes,
Remember,
yes,
all of that is going to be determine how people actually see you. That C
yes,
factor. So
yes.
yes,
Well,
it.
here it is too. That challenge will tell you whether, listen, me and you are a good fit. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? It tells me,
Right.
or listen, I may have to open up my resource vault and give you to somebody else because maybe I'm not giving you what you need for your business, but it is so huge.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me, honest. We should all be doing challenges. We should be doing a challenge every month in our business.
Mm-hmm.
How is it to work? Because you know why? Because we're recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
We're recruiting.
Right.
And we need to show people like what's a recruitment tool? What's that's a good recruitment tool. We have to
Uh-huh.
show people how it is to work with us. Okay, what about characteristics? Let's go there. Let's talk
Mm.
about that in our business.
Right. It's
I'm thinking about
the
being
characteristics.
yes.
The characteristics are think about the people when people see you, how they identify you. So
Ooh,
do they identify you based on uh, what you do? Do they identify you based on how you do it? Do they
mhm,
identify you based on your label? So it's identifiers. I told my husband, I say it's amazing how people say certain people all look alike. If you put me and Tandra together, we do not look alike. We know what's the identifying characteristics, but you put us in a lineup, the person that's looking will say, well, I can't tell them apart. But you should be able to have the characteristics where people are able to identify you and say, what is uniquely different about you versus her? Even if you do the same exact thing or you do something similar, your characteristics are how people are going to be able to see, okay, I know I'm going to go with Tandra because she's the networking ninja, and I'm going to go with Jackie, because she's educating and empowering. We're actually doing the same thing, but we just identified it differently. Because
certainly.
to
Yes.
network means you have to have a sense of empowerment because it's challenging to step out there and put yourself. People are more worried about how they look. Like I'm trying to focus on how does my hair look right now, but it's challenging. But here's another thing. We weren't born knowing technology. So technology is challenging. Now, it may not be challenging to your children because they were born with this. But I'm
Mhm.
producing a webinar soon, and trust me, all of the connections are what's challenging. Because if this doesn't work, that won't work. When you're writing a book, baby, please, it does
Yes,
not write itself. I don't know who
it
told
does.
y'all that. Some of the information may come to you easily, but there's a challenge. When you're speaking, do you sound okay? Did you pronounce
Yes.
everything all right? It's a challenge, but if there's no challenge, there is no win. You
That
can't
you
win
know
a
what?
race if
That
you're
is so
not in it.
true. If there's no challenge, there's no win or no progress.
Right. There's no win.
Yes.
You're not going to get forward. You're not going to step forward if you just continue to play it safe. If all you do
Yes.
is stay in your little comfort zone because you're worried about if you're about to embarrass yourself, if you sound right, if you sound a little, to some people, I sound Southern. I live in the South now, and to the Southern people, I sound Northern So the challenge is, okay, I'm not worried about how I sound to them. I know how I sound to myself. If I even fall over something, I'm gonna wrap this up. I just hit oh, rewind, and I'm keep it rolling because you're allowed to make mistakes, especially if it's your
You are.
show.
It's
So
your
that's
show.
that's
Listen,
the thing. Don't let the
don't
challenge
nobody know that you done made a
stop
mistake
you.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? Only you know
Right,
that you made a mistake.
right.
Okay,
Only
listen.
you know it.
I want to go with. I want to hit back a little bit more on characteristics because here's the thing about it is you made such a good point, Jackie, because people see us. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to bring that energy. Like a lot of you know when you see me, I'm like, hey, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm strictly
Mm-hmm.
positively all day long. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And that's a part of our
Right,
characteristic. Nobody wants to be around a person who's like negative, got that negative
right.
energy
Negative
coming,
Nancy.
negative Nancy. But you know what? Your negative can't turn into cash. You know what? You got to bring
That's
that
true.
positivity. You got to bring it. And not only that, guess what? When people are thinking about working with you and becoming a part of your team, they want to see that you're working just as equally hard as they are. Hmm.
Actually, harder. You're
Hmm.
working harder because you're doing all the
Yeah.
stuff that you make look easy to them. And I
Oh,
had a girl, she asked me, she said, Miss, and a lot of people call me Miss Jackie. I might as well tell y'all that. So, Miss Jackie, how do you go on camera and make it look so effortless the way you speak? And you do so and so, so and so. If that's challenging to me, I say, baby, first of all, the only person I'm thinking about is that I'm speaking to one person. I'm not thinking about the thousands of people who may or may not be looking at
yeah.
me. It's one person out there who what I say is ticking all their boxes.
It's
It's hitting the
happening.
bells and
Yeah.
whistles with that one person. Now that one person knows another person and somebody else and somebody else. So it doesn't matter if she sees me today. She may see me 2 years from now, and what I said resonates clearly with her. So I'm thinking about who is that one person, one male, one female, actually one female, and maybe a male who knows a
I was gonna
female
say male
and
to
will
male,
say,
only matter.
yeah, he'll say, well, honey, you sitting here and you always complaining about, why don't you check out this chit chat lady? And she sounds like she's talking about you. So that's what you think about when you're speaking. What you say and how it is resonating to somebody else who you
Mhm.
don't know them personally. Tandra and I have never personally met, but I know her. She knows me because we have the same impact connection. So we
We
are
have that
here
same
because what
vision,
we say
passion.
is
Yeah,
supposed to get you to see if she can do it and she can do it. Well, heck yeah, I can do it too. You got this.
you can. And here's the thing about it is we're given options, ladies. And
Yes.
audience, we're given. It's all about the options. And I
Mm-hmm.
love when you said, you know what, we do the same thing, but guess what? We have a different spin, and those are options. We
Yes.
have to execute our options. Oh my
And
God,
it
that
doesn't
you
mean
know,
you can't like us both. You don't have to choose between she and I. You use salt and pepper together, peanut butter and jelly together. So just think about, okay, if I tune into her, then after that, I'll top it off with her. So that's how
I
you think
love
about it.
peanut butter and jelly. Listen, peanut
That's
butter and jelly.
right.
Yes, I love it, girl. That's juice. That's some good juice. That's a woo woo. That's a woo woo
Wait, wait,
right
wait.
there.
I call it snap, crackle, and pop that.
Okay, listen.
So
Let me
that's,
just
ladies, I
present.
want you to understand something. If you're not driving your life to the destination you want to be, then someone else is driving you. And
Ooh,
then you're off course. So that's another C. What course of action do you need to take right now to get to where you want to be? Forget about all the stuff that's the circumstances that are happening and the situations and the challenges. Just say to yourself, today is my day to do something different because tomorrow is promised to nobody. I know too many
nobody.
people over the past since 2019. All has been happening is people have been dying and dying and dying. I told it to Tandra. I said, I just recently lost 10 friends and family members, 10 people within the span of since January. Come on now, that's a lot of people.
That's
And
a lot
it's
of
not
people.
all COVID-19. The negative is the positive. That's what I try to tell you. Out of a negative comes a positive, because those negative things are the things that move you in the direction that you otherwise wouldn't challenge yourself to go. Think
Mm,
about it.
mm, mm, mm.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that's Jews. That's a woo
Yes.
woo. That's a woo 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 woo. Girl,
Woo
that's
woo.
Jews.
Snap, crackle, and pop, baby. Because if you got challenges, that means it's something that you should be doing. That
Yeah.
you are telling yourself, I can't. Tell yourself I can. That's a C. Can
Mhm.
do.
Can
Click
do.
into that
Oh, I
can
love
do
it.
attitude, because we can do anything that we put this brain to.
That's true.
So
That's
that's
so true.
your computer right here. Use it.
Use it. That's right. That's
Use
right.
it.
Oh, listen. What about let's
Hmm.
bring up another. See, what about confidence? Mm,
Yes.
confidence is huge. Confidence, you know what? Confidence is just believing, like, okay, Miss Jackie talked about, you can do anything. She said the can, you can do
Your
anything.
mic is messing up for
Confidence
some
is
reason.
that build a block. It's that build a block.
Hmm.
You build a bear, that's what that confidence is. But what happens within confidence is that you just gotta believe in yourself. And you got to
Yes.
believe in what you're putting out there. That you know
Yes.
what, because a lot of things come from our pain. Our pain becomes our mess, becomes our message, right? That's what they all say, right? Our mess becomes our
Yes.
message. But you
Yes.
should be able to, the confidence of yourself, because you're a part of your products and services that you're putting out. You just got to have the belief that somebody else needs that services.
Right.
Okay,
If you
you
don't
have to
believe in
believe in
yourself,
yourself.
no one else can. They can't believe in
Mhm.
you for you. You have to have the confidence. That's where that can do attitude comes in. Because if
Mhm.
you say you can't, well, okay, you're right. If you say you can, you're right too. So you're not
Mhm.
trying to prove to them, you're
I'm
trying to
not trying
prove
to
it to
convince
you.
anybody. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Right.
Confidence is the foundation of when you walk to a door and ready to
Yes.
accept the opportunities. That is
People
what confidence
people are
is. Because
always
you're going to
looking
believe
at
that no matter
how
what somebody
confident you
brings to
appear.
you, yes, yes. No matter what somebody brings to you, you're going to be able to handle the situation. That's confidence. That's confidence stepping in on 2 feet firm.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
You have the courage, because confidence is connected to courage. You know that you have the
That's the
courage to
C.
step in the lion's den, even
Mm-hmm,
if you just carrying like a slingshot, because you have to
mm-hmm,
just tell yourself you are fully equipped to do whatever it is. And if you are not equipped, then you'll pick it up along the way. And that's where your
mm-hmm,
confidence really does show. Because if you look as if you're uncertain, well, why should I trust you? And if
mm-hmm.
they don't trust you, no, they won't like you, and they certainly won't get to know you. They'll
They
just
want to do
tell
business with
themselves,
you as well.
she looks like she's still trying to, she looks like she's still trying to figure this out. And you might be, but they don't have to know that. Any
They,
actor will tell you when they step on stage, they're nervous. But by the time
Mhm.
singers, they're nervous, but they can't show you they're nervous. They can't stand up there and say, I'm gonna try to sing this song for y'all. No, you step up there and you sing. If
Yes.
they go on The Voice and they say, well, I came to try to sing a song. No, you got to step up and no, that's your opportunity. You're not going to get it again. So you step up and you sing, and you hope that whatever you're sounding like makes them turn their chair around and step up. You hope whatever you do is making the customers that are assigned to you, the
Mhm.
customers, the clients, and your collaborators say, okay, she is well worth watching, well worth seeing,
Yes.
well worth connecting with. So they
Yes.
care because they know you care and that you're confident in what you're
Yeah.
doing and how you do it. It
Ooh.
doesn't have to be
Okay,
perfect,
listen.
but only you know that.
Let me reset real quick. Okay, so listen, thank you for tuning to Talk to Me Tuesday, where we share helpful networking tips to help you grow your business. And I have the amazing guest with me, Miss Jackie Jones, and she is listening, y'all. She's dropping some nuggets. So I hope that y'all are checking this out. Now,
Yeah,
listen,
you
real
have to throw the
quickly.
Waddy in there though, because it's too many Jackie
Oh,
Joneses.
okay, I'm
So
sorry, Miss
that's why
Waddy.
I hyphenate. Yeah, you got to throw the Waddy in there. I'm a Waddy
Okay,
girl,
wait a minute.
and
She
I
didn't
use
make herself unique.
the Waddy
She didn't
Dotty
set herself
girl.
separate. Ain't that what we talked about? You threw that characteristic in there, so she'll know. Listen, you're
Yes,
gonna know her differently. That's that
yes,
uniqueness. Okay, that's that
yes.
uniqueness. Okay, listen, I'm super, super excited, but I want to take a really quick break because, like I said, I had a lot of stuff. I'm going to take a 1 minute break because I want to show you something that I'm so super excited about. And listen, I hope that it works off good. So let me try to do this real quick and hopefully everybody
Okay.
can see it. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready for 2021 takeover? Tandra Price, watch out! The Networking Ninja launches the first exclusive edition of her magazine. Tap in. She is changing the networking space all over the planet. Meet the powerful ladies taking over 2021. Make sure you get your exclusive copy coming in April 2021. Get your Tap In and tap into the power of the Sisterhood Network.
Yes, yes. I am so super excited. And that brings back up to that that collaboration. I just had to bring it out. I'm super, super excited about this. And listen, audience, Jackie's featured in this magazine. She's going to be on the
Yes,
front
I am.
one of those ladies that's going to be unique and bringing her story to the forefront. So listen, I'm super excited about this. And I said, listen, we got to do a commercial
So am I,
break.
Tandra.
I am super, super excited. Now, you know what? I think this is a platform where we are bringing ladies together. There's going to be, listen, that listen, they're paying attention. They're getting excited. And guess what? These ladies never quit. That's about that commitment. Never quit on the process, no matter how hard I started. God, guess what? All these seeds, they threw it in the recipe bowl and look where they are today. They are making a difference and impacting the lives of others. So I'm so super, super excited about that. Okay, listen, before we go real quickly, I got more, y'all. Just give me a little bit of time. I wanted to talk about, because I had about 3, 4, 5 topics. I wanted to talk about, look, and that's me. No, I can't get it all in one episode, but I have some I want to talk about. So right now I'm really huge because a part of what I do in my WIN membership program is we talk about, where the money resides. Okay, where the money resides in networking. And I do please join me for all of those who are listening. I do a clubhouse. I do it on every Friday at noon Central Time. And it's talking about where the money resides at in networking. We're really studying netology. We're studying all things networking. But here's the thing. We're in third quarter, y'all. Okay, let's turn this thing around. I'm calling Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday, because we are in the first quarter. I'm sorry, the first quarter.
First quarter.
And we really want to see where the receipts are. Okay, you really want to see where our receipts are. So my next topic, I just wanted to talk really of some different ways of how you can be monetizing your business. Okay, so I kind of came up with a few things, which was I talked about doing webinars, which Miss Jackie Wiley Jones is going to do her webinar. Right. Okay. So she's already putting that into place. That's one way you can monetize your business.
Let me pop in something. The webinar, ladies, is going to be this Saturday, and it's a free webinar. It's on blogging, and it's believe it or not, it's the 4 C's to help you create a blog, because there are 4 C's to creating a blog. And you can find out more information about that by going to Chick Chat Communications. And the registration page goes up today, because since it's a free webinar, the only reason why you pre-register is so you RSVP to make sure I know who's coming. That way I know to expect you. You don't go anywhere without giving somebody some notice that, yeah, you plan to show up. So the webinar will be this coming Saturday, March the 20th. And it's all about helping women to know that you have tools, you have resources, that instead of complaining, you can use those tools to empower yourself. So it's the free blogging workshop webinar that is all about, and it's not 2 hours long. And trust me, when I say it's free, I made sure that you don't have to deal with the challenge of, okay, it's going to be 2 hours, or it's going to be she's selling and selling and selling. Yes, it is going to be a pitch, but mainly it's
This
going to
be a
teach you
call to
something.
action. This be a
It's
call to
going to
action.
teach you
That's
some,
the
a
key.
call to action for you. That's correct, Tandra. Thank you. It's there to help you to understand that you probably have, if you like fashion, Tandra, you be good as a fashion blogger. If you like foodie, if you have a lifestyle, education, anything you can use your expertise to turn into a blog or video blog. And my son lives in Taiwan. I said, you need a blog. Okay, now he has a travel blog because he teaches English as a second language, so he's traveling all over the country. Okay, you have to have a blog. Yes, it's not that hard. A video, a blog, a live stream, something that helps people to know who you are and what you do and what's your level of expertise. That's pretty
Yes.
much my
But you know
message.
what?
So check,
But
check.
you're also showing them how to become profitable in their blogging. So
Yes.
the audience is just not about blogging, but she's giving you the education on how to do it and why you
Mm-hmm.
should do it, how to exercise your voice and get it out there, and how the people can identify with you. But ultimately, she's showing how you can really monetize your blogging. And
Mm-hmm.
that's
I
huge
call it
because a
mom.
lot of times people don't show you how to monetize.
I call it a mom factor. Let me explain what mom stands for, the acronym. It's manifest, optimize, and monetize. Manifest
Yes.
means you do it, you make it happen. Optimize, people see it, and then monetize, you make money from it. Easy. So
Mm-hmm.
remember, moms manifest, optimize, and monetize. That's easy to remember.
You know
Just
what?
say, I'm a mom.
I want to go one more step too, because if you look at statistics of what people do in blogging,
Mm-hmm.
there is so much money that is missing on the table
Right.
because you don't really have the techniques or the tools, and she's going to provide those to you to
I'm gonna
help you
provide.
say, listen, here it is right here, but we can move
That's
it
right.
from here to there. You know what? I talk a lot about building branches of our business, and one of
Mm-hmm.
those branches of your business could be blogging.
Yes.
Talking
And
anyway. We showing our stuff anyway, right?
right. That's it. If you I watch YouTube and everybody is going on YouTube, but you can take those same videos that somebody else, instead of competing on YouTube, and put them on your own blog, and now people are still able to see you without you worrying about, you don't control YouTube. So if YouTube kicks you off or you can't get all your subscribers, well, with your blog you do control that. So if you
Yeah.
have control of that, your videos can be on your own site. If you have
Yeah.
something to promote, and when you said the branch, uh, I started off with blogging and then branched off into the live stream chit chat communications. So I started off as blogging basics for beginners, and I started
Mm.
off with blogging. So therefore, if I hadn't have done that, then the rest of these things may not have even opened up for me to do them, because I would have never considered, okay, now if you're blogging, who knows it unless they see that you're enterprising enough to connect with them on a different platform. You have to go where the people are. You can stay in your house,
That is
but you
so true.
still
You
have to
have
make
to go
sure,
to
even if
where
you're at
your
home.
audience is hanging out at, and
Right.
you really don't know where your audience is hanging out at until you
That's
test
right.
the
You have
social
to go
media
where they're
market.
at. That's why we're at LinkedIn, because this is where the audience is at.
This is where the audience is. Well, we're on
Mhm.
LinkedIn, Facebook, and we're on YouTube.
Yes, we are. LinkedIn,
So
Facebook,
listen,
YouTube, and
I
Twitter,
want to say this too.
and
It brings
Instagram.
to the fact that getting out of your comfort zone. I'm gonna say comfort zone. See, comfort zone.
Right.
So there was a gentleman, and I think I talked about this a while back. He and listen, the video is crazy, but it brings so much light every time I see this video.
Mhm.
And this is where the money resides. I mean, it's a huge thing. It's a trending video. People are watching him. But let me tell you what this gentleman did. He found a way to step out of his box. Okay. He did another branch of business. He knew he had to get sales in his business, and he had to be creative. How to get customers. How much draw these customers into me? He came in with a video, said where the money resides at. Okay. Now he was
Okay.
working at a car dealer shop of this particular car dealer. I don't know which one it was, but he was working. So he found a way through a video, just like what you're saying, through a video to attract audience to come to this car dealership to get his business. I mean, to sell cars. Needless to say, long story short, because of what he did and he stepped out of the box, guess what? He was able to quit his job. They made a song out of his video, and now he's getting all kinds of
They
engagements.
turned him into a
I'm going to
meme.
post that video on Conversations Over Coffee's page. Let me tell you, that video is real, and if you really study what he did, listen. That is networking. That is networking. That is that seed getting out of your comfort zone. He took a simple thing, turned it into, just like Jackie Jones, Wally Jones is saying, she took something, was able to monetize, get it out the box, get his voice out to people so people can recognize what he was doing. He made himself unique, which we talked about, one of the C's characteristics, and look where he is today. See, another C is cash flowing. He said in his video, listen, I can leave my job with this particular opportunity, because he listened to the communication. Now with this particular opportunity, guess what? He was confident and he was ready to step. Oh, girl, I could go on through the whole thing of them C's, but what he did that made it so unique. Now look where he is today. But I just wanted to stress that, because let's listen to the opportunities that come our way. And especially if they're free opportunities. I mean, you can never get a better education than free education.
Right.
On how to be able to make yourself or take your business, and not even if it's just your business, but just you personally, to the next level.
That's true. And Tandra, I'm going to help you with something, because people usually get this off, is say daddy and then say waddy, or say dotty and then say waddy.
Waddy.
It's Jackie Waddy Jones. That's how it's pronounced.
Waddy Jones.
Some people say Jackie Waddy like daddy, but we pronounce it Waddy like Dottie. So if you remember Dottie, you'll say Jackie Waddy Jones. That's the only reason why I'm clarifying, because people always call us everything.
You clarify people, you get it right.
Right.
That's what, you know what, we're supposed to get it right. Okay, listen, real quickly. Let me finish. So we could do different ways to kind of monetize your business. We're in the first quarter. Let's kind of exercise some of this. But we talked about webinars. We talked about getting our books. We're doing a magazine right now. So that's another particular way of monetizing your business. We got online courses. We got memberships. Like, if you have not been a part of my WIN membership, please go to the WIN membership. We have some good juice, tips, and technology. If you like what we got on here, you will love the WIN membership program. We got workshops and coaching service. That's just a few. But let's try to exercise. Let's try to implement. Listen, for all of those who are watching, tell me some of the programs that you're implementing right now into your business. Okay. Let me see. We got some questions here. Let me see. John, networking, we are all about value in national
group. That's a good one.
Okay, John, thank you so much. We got Hello Queens.
Okay.
This is really good. Listen.
Okay. Wow, that's exciting. Yes. Exciting. They need to identify themselves on Facebook.
Well, it's different, because when you go from Facebook to this.
Oh, I see.
Okay, let me see what kind of link. Make sure we get the link. Okay, can you put your link in the chat? Or if nothing else, go to Conversations Over Coffee and put your chat, the link in there for your event. Yes, Carolyn's asking for the link, so put that link in there. Okay, let me see. Let me go down here. Put this here. Okay. Okay, so yes, I just want to make sure that I got everybody. So, so listen. First quarter, we got to see the receipts, where the money resides, We put in the hard work. Listen, this is the year to dominate 2021. If there's anything that I can help you with, or Jackie can help you with, we are here. We are some amazing coaches that are here to pour into you whatever we can do to help you, give you resources, information. Let us know how we can help you. Let me see if anybody else. Okay. Oh, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Shannon says hello to everybody. But let's kind of implement these. And if you have some different ways of how you're monetizing your business, please put it in the chat so we can know too as well. We can start building a monetized list of different ways that we can monetize our business. I mean, we have a ton of them, but we want to hear from you, because guess what? It's Talk to Me Tuesday. You got to come back to us so we know how to help you in your business and help you grow your business. Jackie, okay, let me get it right.
Okay, I'm posting something now.
Okay, Jackie Waddy Jones.
Yes, that's it. Hi, Shannon. That's it. Remember Dottie and Waddy. Jacqueline Waddy Jones. Okay. Anyway,
give us some final thoughts before we actually leave. Give us some final thoughts on what we talked about today. in
Okay.
networking business period.
Two final thoughts, quick ones. I just posted that Chit Chat Communications is where you'll find the link to the free blogging webinar. Now it'll be up later today, so just go back in later today, and that's why I'm putting up it later today. You can also go to Blogging Basics for Beginners on Facebook, and I post all sorts of free information, free tools and resources to help you learn how to manifest, optimize, and monetize that expertise that you already have. And when you clarify that you know that you're a fashionista or a foodie or whatever niche that you're in, then you take it and then you consistently create content specifically for that. You don't try to be everything, but you consistently create your content. If it's a foodie blog, stay in that lane. Talk about healthy food options or healthy soul food choices. Stay in that lane. Don't decide that you're going to do food and fashion and mommy and this. Pick one, specialize in it before you move on. So you are not telling people too many things and there it's all just one mumble jumble combination plate and they don't really remember how to identify what you actually do. So you can talk
Yes.
about a couple specialties, but make a couple options, but make one thing your specialty.
That's right.
Okay,
Make
I'm
one
doing
thing.
Zooms.
Get special about your niche. Okay, so
Yes.
we have Carolyn online. Carolyn, thank you so much for tuning in. She says she is doing a Zoom. She will have my first wow spa party at the end of the month. Okay, Carolyn, put your link in there so everybody can be able to go to your event.
Mhm.
Yes, it's all about making sure that we hone in on our niche. It's all about our message. Our message is communication. I just kind of want to go. Let me see. We talked about commitment, consistency, community, communications, connections, confidence, characteristics. We talked about challenges. We talked about comfort zone. We talked about, I was trying to go over all the C's.
Confidence.
But we got a few C's for you to put into your mixing bowl. Just those C's that I came up with, you can put those in your mixing bowl. And if, let me see what else. Make sure that you tune in to every Tuesday as we do this Talk to Me Live. I want you to talk back to us and tell us anything that you want us to talk about. If you have an upcoming topic or issue that you would like for us to discuss, but prior to that, just you know what, send me a DM message, and I'll be more than happy, to talk about those things, because this is really what it is. It is Talk to Me Tuesday, and we want to be able to share helpful networking tips. Listen, everybody as entrepreneurs, we're all going through something, and it's so good that we have these particular platforms where we can share our experiences, our challenges, and our struggles, and work together, collaborate. That was one to see. We can collaborate together and work together to, find a means to make sure that everybody wins. I truly believe once one of us win, we all win. Let's work together as we do that. Just in closing, again, if you like this, our platform here, we have more tips and strategies in our WIN program. I will put that here. If you want to join an amazing community of some amazing ladies, I'm sorry, it's just for ladies only. If you want to join our amazing community, come over to our WIN program, and you'll get more tips and strategies, workshops and trainings, something similar to what we're doing here. But you know what? I appreciate you, Mrs. Jones. I'm saying Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. That's
you get that a lot too.
I
get that a lot too. And I just posted together the information. I just basically said, if they go to my Facebook page, Jacqueline Waddy Jones, or Chit Chat Communications, or Blogging Basics for Beginners, either one, the link will be there later today. And the webinar is on Saturday, March 20th, and it'll have several different times. So it's live, but you'll be able to choose which time works best for you to join the webinar. I like Aaron, the Successful Dynamics of a Relationship podcasting. All right, Aaron.
Okay, Aaron, listen, if you're ever looking for some people to be on podcasts and come over to the conversations,
just come over to us. We're happy to talk.
Podcast. Yes. Put your link there too. So when people come back, if you're watching the live, if you go back and watch the replay, put R for the replay. So people do go back and read it. So put your links in there. so people can follow with you. All right, listen, we've had an amazing Talk to Me Tuesday. Like I said, I love this day of the week because, I get to come and just pour myself and just, whatever networking tips I have, I love it. And I love people like you, Mrs. Jones, sharing this platform with me and giving out your information. I love the connection. So listen, in closing, I'm going to play my ending video because I'm super, super excited. Listen,
yes, we are.
Our magazine is coming out in April. Grab your copy. Read up some of these amazing ladies that are doing some amazing things in our community. Until the next time, we will see you on Talk to Me Tuesday, every Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central Time, noon. Have a great day.
Are you ready for 2021 takeover? Tantrum Prize, watch out! The Networking Ninja launches the first exclusive edition of her magazine. Tap in. She is changing the networking space all over the planet. Meet the powerful ladies taking over 2021. Exclusive copy coming in April 2021. Get your Tapped In and tap into the power of the Sisterhood Network.